Hey everybody, it's Cherie and I am back. Long time no chat. So I got home Thursday night from my trip. It was fabulous, absolutely wonderful. And I've basically spent the last 2 days having naps because I am so jet lagged. And normally that's not a problem for me, but Japan is 16 hours ahead of where I live. And so first of all, traveling home, we were awake for like 31 hours, I think it was. So, I mean, I did nap a little bit on the plane, but yeah, just a little tired. So I am feeling normal today. I actually slept pretty good last night. Didn't wake up 1,000 times. So I'm going to get a video done. I'm working on orders and I have a few little things I want to share with you. So to start with, I read 3 novels while I was away. And so I thought I would add those to my little reading journal. And let's see here, I need something to hold open. There it is. My pages, sorry, I should be a little more organized, but anyway, we'll just put that there. Okay, am I in frame? Yes. So I read a book called, let's see, oh yes, The Forgotten Palace, which I was reading when we left. So that one I finished. Okay, yes, I was trying to remember how I had this. Okay, because this is a little different than last year. Okay, there. And then I read The Banned Books of Berlin, which was really good. Quite enjoyed that novel. And The Other Gwyn Girl. So my favorite, I mean, I like to read all kinds of books, but my favorite books are historical fiction. So you'll see a lot of that. Yeah, it's just something that I always find interesting. And then I've got these little I've got one of these left. Did I leave enough room? Oh gosh. See, this is what happens when you change. Well, it'll fit. I don't know if I can peel that up. Let's try, because that's going to drive me crazy. That's too close. Come on. So I hope you've all been well. I am trying to play catch up now with just everything at home. So yeah, it's been, I guess today is Sunday, so I have all my laundry done. That's the main thing. And then I'm going to worry about shop stuff today and get that out of the way. And then this week later on, I hope to get to designing and things like that. So we've got those 3 novels. I will fill in, I think I'll probably give them all like 4 out of 5. They were all really good. Great novels. So that's that out of the way. I tend to sometimes forget to do this and then I'm like so far behind. So okay, we'll get that popped back in there and that can go in the garbage. So that's for my little reading journal. And then I'm going to share with you one of the things I purchased in Japan. I wanted to get to the Traveler's Factory and Japan or Tokyo. We were in Tokyo for some of the trip and it's huge. There's like, I think 40 million people live in Tokyo. So, I mean, it's huge. 35 million people live in Canada, just to compare, in the whole country of Canada, as opposed to this city. So I didn't get to the one store I wanted to originally because it was about an hour and some by train each way and then a walk as well. And we just simply didn't have the time to, we were with my son and daughter-in-law and their family, and they just obviously, we were so scheduled. But I did find the Traveler's Notebook store in the airport, which I was so thankful for. And yes, it was very small, so it didn't have the same selection obviously that some of the other ones would have had. But I want to share this lovely washi I got. It's quite cute. Come on. So yeah, it's Japanese themed. So you've got now, like, I don't know how that's going to show up, and I've got glare. You know what? I'm going to take that out of there because that's giving glare. But it's got Mount Fuji, Tokyo Tower, the rickshaws. I think this was a shrine. Just, yeah, just really, really fun washi. You know, I thought I would see washi everywhere there. And I saw one little shop we were in that carried stationery had some washi, but it was just similar to what I could get at home, so I didn't bother with getting any of that. But so this was actually the only roll of washi I bought. And then I bought this, and we're gonna open it together. So please excuse the noise because, yeah. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to check because I bought one also for somebody else, and I think that was theirs. So I didn't want to open it any further because I did open this up and that one hadn't been opened yet. So, alrighty. Sorry. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle times 2. So this is the leather cover, and it's brown. It's the airport edition. So there's like train station edition. There's different, you know, ones. So this one is the airport edition. So it has a plane. Okay. So we have, oh, it smells like leather. Oh, it smells good. This talks about how to care for it. And then there's an extra band there. And then it comes in this nice, I guess it's a dust cover. Oh yeah, very nice. And it's got some scratches, some patina to it already. Lovely. And it smells like so nice. So yeah. And then it came with one insert. And the paper's really nice too. That's one thing about their like paper over there. The few notebooks that I did see had, oh, gorgeous, gorgeous paper. And then it has, what is this? Let's see. Okay, so this is the other, okay. And then this, I don't understand what this is. Maybe, oh, I do. Look, it's a bookmark. And it's just, oh, that's ingenious so that you don't end up, yeah. So it's already got some marks on it. And yeah, this is great. I love it. Hilariously, though, it says Travelers Company Japan, made in Thailand. Oh, that's funny. But anyway, so that's what I purchased. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for yet, but I will sort that when the time comes. And I'm assuming this is just an extra. Where is, did it say on the little, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm very excited about that. So that, oh, here we go. It says, oh, spare rubber band. Yeah, so spare band. So, and it was actually reasonably priced, I believe, with taxes. No, they had a 10% tax there in Japan. I think it was I want to say either $58 or $61. I'd have to check, but yeah, that's what I bought. I bought a few stickers here and there, like of places that we went, you know, we went to Mount Fuji and we saw Mount Fuji, which apparently is really unusual because you only see it about 30 days of the whole year. The rest of the time it's in clouds. So we were really fortunate to get to see it. So yeah, but anyway, that's one of my purchases and I'm just loving how like worn looking it already is. So anyway, we're going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I don't know, but I had to have it. So that's one of those things. And now we're going to quickly just plan out a really simple week because I have to, I need to get caught up. I'm behind on a lot of things. So I've got my husband's business I do books for, so I've got to get that sorted. And I've got just a lot of things that I need to do this week. So I thought I would just keep it simple by using some of the PET tape from the shop. And although it is minus 23 Celsius this morning, which is still bloody winter, I'm going to go with something springy because, yeah, I'm just so over. I am so over. By March, I'm like over winter. Like I can't even tell you how over it I am. And we had a fairly decent winter for the most part. But so I'm going to lay her down because she's got these gorgeous flowers. And she's just really pretty. So we're going to put her there. Oh, yeah, this is actually, look at that. This one is a Travelers Company. Oh, that's right. I bought this off of Amazon. Yeah. Anyway, and I think we'll use this girl here. Come on. As well. Maybe I'll put this into my cover. Okay, I think we'll put her over. Let's put her here. Now this is some of the London Gifties pet tape, and this happens to be from a roll that is kiss cut. Not all rolls are kiss cut, so you just make sure you read the description if you want specifically kiss cut, because yeah, they're not some are, some aren't. And then I've got this really cute, okay, I kind of like this window. I think we'll use it. Come on, I actually should have my tweezers. That would make it easier, but I'm not 100% sure where they are at the moment. So, and let's put it just up here. I'm still loving, I took this planner with me on, oops, that's two, but I didn't end up using it, and I should have actually just left it at home because it is heavy. And we put our bin, I had it in my carry-on. I had on our way over this gentleman's backpack next to mine. He had a water bottle that leaked all over my stuff, all over my, and I was just sick because when I took it out, it was pretty wet along the edges, and I quickly just let it dry on the plane. I just kept it open, and it seems to be okay. So yeah, yeah. So I don't think I will take it on my next vacation. I think this will stay home, but I did take my weeks with me, and I did use it. I kept track kind of what we did each day, little bit information. I was going to keep track of the weather, but I didn't end up doing that because by the time we got back to the hotel, I was so exhausted most days. I kept track of what I read while I was there, our flight numbers, and yeah, Thursday, this was kind of the end of the trip, and then Thursday we flew home like all day, so I have to fill in the rest of this. But yeah, I really enjoyed taking this along with me, and I do also, like, I had some notes in the back about different things, and things, our hotel, the names of our hotels and stuff like that. So this will always go with me on a trip, but I don't believe I'll take that one again because, first of all, after seeing how it could have been completely wrecked, and I mean, it's only March, so I would have been just sick. But anyhow, that's one of those things. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you don't. So I have a busy week coming up. What do I have going on? Payday will be, I didn't have a payday last week because of the shop being closed. And then let's see. Yeah, Tuesday morning is garbage day. So I like to make sure I have all our garbage out because our garbage only gets picked up once a month because we live in the country and we have a dumpster. So all garbage out, not that there's much because, excuse me, we were away. I have a meeting on Wednesday. Oh yes, Millie, my Springer Spaniel, she is getting her teeth cleaned. She is much, much, much better than she was. Gosh, yeah, she's really improved. She's not 100%, but I'd say she's about, 85%. So I'm really pleased with that. But she is getting her teeth cleaned on Tuesday. So what could I use to mark that? Do I have something? You know what? We could just use this cute little sticker. We will put that here because she has to fast from midnight on. Okay, and I have a massage on Thursday morning, which I'm looking forward to because I feel like everything is achy. Gosh, we put on like between 25 and 30,000 steps a day. And with a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, that is really saying something because, yeah, they were just little troopers. They really did awesome. Up dragging their bags through some of the, like we took the Shinkansen, the bullet train from Tokyo to Osaka, and they were just troopers dragging their little suitcases along through there. And I mean, oh my gosh, I've been on public transit all over the world, and Tokyo was the most insane and the most difficult to navigate, just simply because their system is so oh my gosh, like, anyway, so huge. Like in London, you often, it's really put very clearly for you, even when you come downstairs, if, you know, you need the left platform to the left or the platform for the right for the tube, it'll say these are where it's calling at, this is where it's stopping, you know, so you know which way to go. But in Japan, it's a whole different thing. And they do have lots of English signage, which was great, but it was pretty overwhelming. We got on the wrong train more than once. But yeah, it was still, it's an adventure. I mean, they say if you can survive public transportation with people in another country in a different language, you can do anything. So I think we got that. I think we got that sorted. So, okay, so we have Millie, me, and then I think that's it for appointments this week. I have a lot of shop stuff I want to get done, but I won't mark that in here. So I think I could add some floral washi. I've got some really pretty, no, I don't think I really like the colors of that with these. But this is pretty here. Maybe not quite the right. What else have I got? So yeah, I'm going to be working on new releases and all kinds of fun things. So I've got some great ideas that I want to work on, and just, yeah, stuff. So, you know, keep tuned for that. Oh, those are snowflakes. I really don't want anything winter related. I'm over winter. Probably, hopefully, only got about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. Then we can always get a crazy snowstorm in April or May, but I mean, that usually melts very quickly. Oh, this, I like this. Okay, let's do that. But yeah, I'm really, really, really over winter. Let's see here. Where's the edge? Come on. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's, oh, I like those. Those colors kind of go well. So I think we'll just pop down just a little strip right here. And then maybe a strip of it up here, if I can line this up. Good. And then maybe just some here as well. Oops, come on. Yeah, I like that. That just gives it a little interest. Excuse me. So yeah, we're going to leave that there. And one other thing I wanted to share with you, which was really neat, and I had seen it on Instagram prior to going to Japan, was, excuse me, they have these stamps you can collect all over the country. And we were only in Tokyo and in Osaka. But when we first landed, we had to go cash in our vouchers for our JR Rail Pass at the office in the airport. And while we were in there, right away, they had these books. They were $10 Canadian roughly. And the paper, you guys, I can't even with the paper. Like, just ridiculous. And so basically there's an app that I downloaded from the App Store, and it tells you where the stamps are, and they'll be on like transportation, like the rail or some of the tourist attractions or whatever. So the first day we were there, full day, we did the Tokyo Sky Tree. So I had purchased my little book, and yeah, we found the stamps. So they're sometimes really tricky to find and out of the way, and then you stamp it. So this one, unfortunately, I had to end up, it wasn't, the trouble is sometimes the ink pads are very dried out, or I didn't get them, stamped down well enough. So this one's a little goofy. This was from the station that we used for the first 4 or 5 days we were there. We went to see Mount Fuji, and there's it's called Hakone, and I'm probably not saying that correctly, but we took a tram up the mountain to see where there was like, kind of like steam vents coming out of the earth from the, volcano, whatever. That was really cool. And they had a stamp up there. And then this was, I think this was a stamp for the rail line. This was a stamp for the rail line at near Osaka Castle. This was a JR stamp from one of the lines we were on, one of the trains. This was the Osaka Castle Museum, that stamp there. It was just a really fun quest. This one was for the Shinkansen, but again, this one was not very well inked anymore. This was at one of the train stations. This one was at one of the train stations, and because he didn't come out very good, I re-stamped him. And this was a whole area where there was like sumo wrestling and stuff like that. This was the airport, Terminal 1, where we flew in and out of, and then this was also for the airport, but it was a different stamp. So it was really fun. And then I also have, in one of the malls, we went to see this huge Gundam, I don't know, statue, I guess. My son and my grandson wanted to see it. They had a Hello Kitty store, and we got this little card, and then we had to go to 4 different locations and stamp all the stamps, and it gave you, because this was completely blank, and then it built on each other and gave you this. So it was really fun. And so if I ever go back to Japan, which there's so much more I'd love to see there, I will take my little book and continue to fill it up if I don't somehow like find a way to use up this paper, because oh my gosh, the paper is just incredible. But it was a lot of fun, although I think sometimes my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter and I did this, and I think my husband and son were kind of like rolling their eyes at some point, because they were just like, really, are you guys looking for those dumb stamps? And sometimes because they'd been abused, you had to ask, like there was always a little booth where you got in and on the line you were riding in this train station, and you had to ask for it behind the counter too. So, but yeah, I had hoped to find more, but I'm actually pretty pleased with what I did find. So that was just a little something, you know, that we did while we were there that was really quite fun. So anyway, that is my video for today. Short, sweet, not much planning, but just some of the things that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm hoping to get back into the routine and get back to more regular filming and sharing, you know, fun things with you. So that is it for today. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.